You're dropping too much heat, man. Shut my whole thing
Couldn't
down.
handle it.
Am I live on YouTube right now? Where did I go live at? You should have seen some of the reactions I was seeing in the comments. People were going crazy looking at looking at some of the things that Deal Machine can offer.
That's awesome. I hope they like the zip code too. Usually people really like that.
Man, it's gold. All right, guys. Technical difficulties on my part right there. It still says offline. What happened? Is that the old comments popping back up? Everybody back. Somebody said, "Oh dear, too much sauce." We're back, everybody. Hey, I apologize about that, man. We were here giving you guys too much heat. Apparently, man, the system said, "Wait, we got to cool it off. We got to cool it off." David was dropping. David was dropping way too much fire. Uh, so I appreciate everybody joining back in. We'll jump right back to where we left off. Let's see if I can get this thing working here.
I'm loving talking with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
All right, so we're back. Okay, everybody. I appreciate everybody that's joining back in. I apologize about the technical difficulties. I know the zip code Deal Machine hack probably blew your mind, and it shut down the whole internet over here for me, man. He set my computer on fire. So Dave is in here literally giving us some gems that we can use and take this stuff to effectively use his app that will keep you organized and streamline the process for you while you drive for dollars. And that's the key to what we want to really make sure that we focus on. How do we get the most out of everything that we put our dollars into? And I'm gonna tell you, like, for my audience, and I know some people might be new to me, one thing that I'm really big on is, like, if I talk about something, like, I have to be a believer in it, because I want to make sure that my audience is successful. I don't want you to just invest your dollars into something that I don't believe in, I don't use, or would never consider. And I'm telling you right now, there's not a better driving for dollars app. There's not a better app to keeping you organized while driving for dollars in the industry, period. And if you understand how to use this app properly, if you understand how to get the most out of it by driving for dollars in certain areas, and then how you use your sequences by sending the postcards, cold calling, using text messaging, in addition to having a CRM basically for the app, you can now start being organized and more professional when you talk to your sellers. And that's the difference. Will separate you from being an amateur in this business that may get lucky and not get a deal. I mean, deal, or never getting a deal at all, or becoming someone that can consistently get properties under contract. So I want to help you guys become more consistent at getting properties under contract to motivated sellers, presenting offers, and putting you in a position to be able to change your life. And I believe 100% that this app, if you're brand new in the business and you don't have a big marketing budget and you don't know where else to start, given the information alone that we will share with you tonight, you can take this app for the free trial, and I have a 30-day free trial that you can take advantage of. I made sure I talked to David, and I had to raise it up because it used to be 14. I needed more. I wanted to make sure my audience and my people that came out here who may not have the funds initially to get in the business, maybe we give you 30 days to get off to the right foot. So I want you guys to all use this Deal Machine app. I want you to take this thing very seriously, drive for dollars every single day, and make sure you put the promo code CLOSER in. Closer, put the promo code CLOSER in. This is the Closer Club, and we're going to teach you how to make more money, close more deals. And what we did tonight was we brought the CEO from Deal Machine on here to show you how to get the best use of the app that he created for himself years ago, with the idea of just having some system help him keep his organization together so he didn't fall off as far as missing deals, because David's first smack in the face when he blew a deal and he watched somebody else get his property, he knew he had to do something different. And right now, a lot of you know that you need to do something different. Right now, you're probably asking yourself, the situation that I'm in, how is it going to change? What do I need to do to no longer have to do whatever that might be, whether that's going to work on a 9 to 5, working for dollars that you don't feel like give you the respect that you want in your life, or if it gives you the ability to go travel the world. Anything that you're looking for in your life, you need to make a decision of how you're going to get there. You need to carve out a path and a plan. And using this app, you can have a plan how you can effectively manage how you drive for dollars. Given the gems that we were given tonight by Dave on how you can find how the zip codes in your market. That's another way, free information that gives you a way to now be able to go out here right now and drive for dollars and attack your marketing as aggressively as necessary to be able to go get a deal on the contract. And that deal on the contract could literally change your life. I know there's a couple of things that David tells me a lot, and I hear him mention in the community, is that that 200 properties is like typically where you notice most people get their very first deal. Is that kind of where you've seen, Dave?
Yeah, at least 200 properties.
Okay. So everyone needs to make sure that when you use the app, and this is why I challenge a lot of people all the time to every day come in and send me screenshots in my DM, and I get tons of DM screenshots of people who drive for dollars every day. And the reason why I do that is because I want to make sure that you're taking action, but you got to be taking enough action that you can get the results. Because if you're going to use the 30-day trial and you got less than 30 properties at the end of the 30 days, then there's no need to take action. It's probably not going to work out for you. But if you're going to take advantage of the 30 days and you literally add properties as aggressively every single day to get as many apps, to give you as many opportunities to be able to swing at getting a motivated seller, that's the idea of what this app can do for you. In addition to that, I want to give you a couple gems that I do while we're on here, because I know Dave's here, and I'm gonna pick Dave's brain on a couple more things. But while it's fresh in my brain, I know sometimes you might not, some of you guys might not have vehicles. I hear that a lot. So you have a transportation issue. And I want to tell you ways that you can use other people that can help you if you don't have transportation or money. One strategy that I've used is family and friends. The first thing that I do, and this will be one of the top 5 tips that we'll share in the cheat sheet. So at the end of this live, for everybody that stays to the end, we'll make sure you get the cheat sheet information of how you can manage your deals, right? But one thing that you can do is use family, friends right around you. While they're out, if they see a property that looks like it may have the signs of distress, you tell them, hey, I want you to be on my deal team, and anything that you find, I want you to add it in this app and take a picture of it for me. If we get this property under contract, I'll give you at least $500 up to $1,500, and you can make an arrangement with your family and friends based off whatever you feel like is an agreeable number. But what will happen is it'll perk a lot of people's ears up when that $500 to $1,500. And now you'll have people that'll be willing to go work for you and help you find properties as well. Another thing that I've really taken advantage of is I love using people that work for the power company. So I know a lot of people talk about using Uber drivers, and that's cool, right? You know, you got people out while they're driving around. Sometimes I found that Uber drivers, you know, they could be hit or miss if they're going to actually take action or not. But something that I found was very powerful is while I was driving for dollars earlier this year, I ran into a guy who was actually cutting off power for the power company, and I happened to be driving in one of the hotter zip codes, and I was like, "Hey man, you want to make some extra money? How much money do you make?" And when he told me how much money he made, I said, "Hey, I got something for you that can make you a lot of money just by doing what you do at work every single day and just taking the picture." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, if you happen to know of any properties that don't have any power on, or you're cutting them off, maybe you can add that property into my Deal Machine app. You take a picture of it, and if I get that property under contract, I'll now pass you up to $1,500, depending on how much money is covered in the deal." And the guy's like, "Man, you're kidding me. You pay me that just to take a picture of an app?" Well, guess what? This guy's added hundreds of properties for me now inside the app because he's excited about the opportunity, and he's literally out there every single day doing what? He's looking at the distressed properties. He's looking at the properties that don't have power. He's cutting on and off properties. So he knows people that might have some signs of distress. maybe some motivation, and that'll be another tip that I really tell you guys to take advantage of. So, what was number two, Dave, in our cheat sheet there?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah, so the next one was pay attention to the owner types and don't neglect your LLCs and your owner occupied properties. A lot of people love the absentee owner properties because as a new investor, a lot of advice people get if you're going to pull a big list is pull the absentee owner properties. These out of state investors, they don't know what their property looks like, etc. But when you're driving for dollars, the motivation is in the condition of the property. So you don't get hung up on only focusing on the absentee owner properties.
Absolutely. And another thing, as you find LLC properties, some of those LLC properties that you find actual buyers in your area, right? So if you find a property, you get a property under contract, then the next thing that I always do as I put that property under contract is I literally drive for dollars and I look for any dumpsters, any contractor signs, and I go drive for dollars on those properties where I know people have already been doing rehabs in the area, and I add these guys to my buyers list now. So now I'm like, hey, I know you just bought this house literally around the corner for 180 grand. If I bought my house for 160, I'm thinking myself right now, I got a $20,000 check guaranteed by someone who's literally right around the corner working on another rehab. So so make sure you pay attention to everybody that's in your environment and in your network, and you don't exclude LLCs because you don't know what to do with them. I'll actually I'll give you guys a website that I use that helps me with how I identify